Archangel Michael says, a divine message has been released from the heavens tonight, and it's reaching straight into your heart for a reason. The one who walked away from you is haunted by a truth they tried to bury beneath false smiles and temporary distractions. Their body might be with someone else, but their soul never left your energy, not for a single heartbeat. Every attempt to erase you has only written your name deeper into their destiny. They thought time could cleanse the memories, but it only sharpened the ache inside them. You still appear in their dreams, in reflections, in random songs that refuse to stop playing at 2 a.m. Their heart has become a battlefield where your name echoes like thunder through silence. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They pretended to move on because admitting the truth would expose their weakness. They didn't want anyone to know that your love changed something sacred inside them forever. They smile in front of others, but when they're alone, the truth devours them from the inside. You were never replaceable. They see you in every stranger's eyes, and no matter how many arms they fall into, they still crave the peace only your presence brought. They remember your touch, your words, the way your silence spoke volumes no one else could ever decode. And now, their heart is trembling, realizing it's you, always you, that their soul still belongs to. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, you have to know this, your silence became the loudest message they ever received. Heaven witnessed the nights you cried in silence while they entertained the noise of others. But divine justice doesn't sleep, it watches, it remembers, and it moves in perfect timing. Now the same people who laughed behind your back are whispering your name again, this time with fear. They see that every replacement failed because heaven never authorized anyone to take your place. The connection was sacred, sealed by something greater than human will. And no matter how far they run, the pull of divine truth will always drag them back to you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They are beginning to dream of you again, not just once, but repeatedly, in vivid colors. They wake up breathless, haunted by your scent, your laugh, your absence. They thought love was replaceable, but what they feel now is punishment wrapped in memory. Heaven allowed their detour to teach them the pain of losing what was real. They were surrounded by illusions that sparkled only to turn into smoke. Now they understand that authenticity is rare, and you were that rarity. Their heart belongs to you not because of obsession, but because it recognizes the divine frequency only you carry. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, divine timing has turned the page. The moment you stopped chasing them was the moment heaven started chasing them with your shadow. Every place they enter, something reminds them of you, a voice, a phrase, a small act that pierces their guilt. Their friends notice the change. Their eyes look distant, their laughter forced. They are living inside a cage of their own creation, trying to prove they're happy, while heaven keeps whispering your name into their thoughts. Every time they see someone who slightly resembles you, their heartbeat stumbles. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You became their mirror of truth. When they see your strength now, your glow, your peace, it shatters their pride. You turned your pain into power, your heartbreak into purpose. They realize the more they tried to erase you, the brighter you became. They scroll through old pictures, old messages, hoping to feel something other than regret. But every word they read reopens a wound that never healed. The universe is reminding them that they broke something divine, and heaven doesn't forget divine bonds easily. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They once said they'd never lose you, and now those words haunt them like ghosts. The more they try to escape, the more the past follows. Their spirit aches because it knows what their ego refuses to admit: your energy still lives in them. The replacement can sense it too. There's a distance that can't be explained, a name that keeps slipping from their lips when they're half asleep. Your presence lingers in the corners of their world, and no matter how many walls they build, heaven keeps breaking them. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their guilt has become their silent prayer. They replay your kindness, your patience, your understanding, realizing that no one has ever loved them the way you did. You were the calm after every storm, and now they're drowning in the storms they created. Heaven allowed separation so they could understand your value in solitude. Every night they look up at the same stars you once wished upon, hoping you somehow feel them reaching for you again. Their heart whispers your name into the void, and the void whispers it back louder. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You have evolved into someone untouchable. Your energy no longer begs, it attracts. The tables have turned, and what once chased you away is now chasing your light. Your glow exposes every false bond around them, forcing truth to surface like dawn through fog. Even their closest allies see it, the sadness, the longing, the unspoken confession in their eyes. They realize too late that heaven's chosen are not replaceable by convenience. Their heart beats in your rhythm, even when pride tries to silence it. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Archangel Michael says, do not let their return confuse your peace. Their pain is not your responsibility, but their realization is your divine reward. The universe is restoring everything you lost, multiplied and refined. You stood in truth, and heaven never forgets truth. They might approach you soon, with trembling hands and honest eyes. The words they once refused to say will spill like rain after a long drought. They'll confess that every touch, every laugh, every moment with others felt empty because it wasn't you. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You will notice signs before it happens: butterflies appearing in unexpected places, random chills, sudden songs from your shared past. The energy will shift around you, gentle but undeniable. Heaven will make sure you know before they speak, because you deserve to be prepared. They will not come to destroy your peace, but to seek forgiveness their soul can't live without. You'll feel the sincerity in their voice, but this time, you hold the power. You are no longer the broken version of yourself they left behind, you are the healed miracle they now admire. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Their heart still belongs to you, but now it bows before your strength. They are learning that true love isn't possession, it's reverence. You showed them that love can be pure even after betrayal, and that forgiveness is the rarest form of strength. You are the one heaven marked as untouchable, protected, elevated, chosen. Every wound you carried was preparation for the crown of peace you now wear. Their tears are repayment for the ones you cried in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. As the days unfold, their actions will reveal their truth. Watch how their words soften when they speak to you. Notice how the universe aligns coincidences to bring your paths closer again. What they once ran from is now the only thing that makes sense to them. This is not about revenge, it's about divine correction. Heaven doesn't punish through pain, it teaches through reflection. And right now, they're living inside the mirror of what they did to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Their soul contract with you was never broken, only paused for lessons. They had to walk through illusions to appreciate authenticity. And now, heaven is whispering into your heart, be still. What is yours by divine law will always find its way back. You are being asked to focus on your peace, your blessings, your path. Because when they return, they must find you whole, not waiting. They must see the strength they once overlooked, glowing brighter than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Archangel Michael says, Heaven is proud of your growth. You turned abandonment into ascension, rejection into redirection. You no longer chase what is not aligned, you attract what is sacred. That's why everything that tried to replace you is now dissolving. The divine plan is unfolding in perfect rhythm. Their realization is only part of it. The rest is your reward: stability, abundance, deep love, and unshakable peace. Heaven is preparing a season where everything lost returns purified. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You may feel their energy pull at you soon, a sudden heaviness in your chest, a warmth in your hands, a sense of being watched lovingly by the unseen. That's their soul trying to reconnect through the divine current. You'll feel it before you see them. When that happens, breathe deeply and stand in truth. Don't rush. Let heaven decide the next move. You have already won the spiritual battle by walking away when your heart was breaking. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. They will finally understand that they never lost you, they lost their version of you. And that version no longer exists. You have ascended into someone too powerful to be contained by old memories. You are divine proof that love doesn't end, it transforms. The same energy that once broke you is now bowing before your healing. Their journey has only one destination now, the light that radiates from your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. As the clock turns tonight, heaven is aligning events that will reveal this truth in the most unexpected way. A message, a call, a random meeting, something will happen that confirms every word you've just read. Don't fear it, embrace it. You will not need to chase or beg. What belongs to your heart will walk back with trembling hands and teary eyes. Because the truth always returns home, and in this lifetime, home is you. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Archangel Michael says, Hold your peace, my child. You are divinely protected, eternally chosen, and infinitely loved. Their heart still belongs to you, but your destiny belongs to heaven. Let both unfold in their divine order, and watch the universe rearrange itself for your joy. Archangel Michael says, their soul is trembling right now, caught between what they pretend to feel and what they truly desire. The one they thought could replace you has failed to touch their spirit the way you did with just one glance. Their nights are colder, their days are heavier, and the silence after every fake smile is deafening. They have realized that pretending to move on is more painful than facing their truth. You live in their heartbeat, in the pauses between their words, in the quiet moments when no one is watching. Every attempt to forget you only makes your energy louder inside them, echoing through every breath they take. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. They're starting to understand that your connection wasn't ordinary, it was divine. You were their mirror, their teacher, their awakening. They tried to run from your love, not realizing that running from you meant running from their own truth. Now they see your face in their dreams and wake up with tears they can't explain. Heaven is making sure they feel the gravity of what they lost. No matter how many people surround them, no one reaches the depth that your soul once did. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. They watch you from a distance, maybe online, maybe in silence, and their heart aches with a longing that feels unbearable. They see your glow, your growth, your divine elevation, and they whisper your name like a prayer they don't deserve to speak. Heaven is showing them that love built on truth cannot be replaced by convenience. You were never the one that got away, you were the one they let slip through their hands because they didn't recognize your worth. But now, every step they take without you feels like walking barefoot through glass. Their spirit bleeds with regret. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. They're remembering every promise they made, and every one they broke. The guilt is starting to consume them, especially during quiet nights when the noise of distraction fades. They wonder how someone so strong could still love so purely, even after all the hurt. Heaven allowed their distance so both of you could grow, but now the balance is shifting. They were meant to experience emptiness, so they could value your presence. Every wrong path they took is leading them right back to you, slowly, painfully, inevitably. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Archangel Michael says, your energy is the compass that keeps pulling them home. They feel it when they see your favorite color, smell your scent in random places, or hear songs that once belonged to your story. It's divine intervention reminding them of who they truly belong to. The one they tried to replace you with senses it too, that invisible bond that never broke. They can feel your shadow in every smile, every embrace. They know they are living inside a love that does not belong to them. The truth is too strong to be hidden any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Heaven is arranging divine encounters. You might see their name, their initials, or signs linked to them more frequently. Don't ignore it. These are spiritual previews of what's coming. The universe is preparing to close the distance that pride once created. Your calmness is their chaos. Your peace is their punishment. You've moved on in silence, and that silence now screams louder than any words ever could. You became everything they thought you'd lose without them, and that realization burns like fire in their soul. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. They remember your voice like a song that refuses to fade. They replay conversations, wondering how they missed the signs of divine love staring right at them. You were their chance at healing, but they mistook your light for ordinary warmth. Now they wander through crowds trying to find what they once had, only to discover that no one shines like you. Heaven is teaching them through absence, showing them that what is sacred cannot be replaced. They are finally learning that lesson in the hardest way. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. You were the blessing they weren't ready for. They had prayers on their lips but pride in their heart. Now they are learning that answered prayers require humility. Heaven stripped away every illusion they built, leaving only truth, and that truth is your name. The people who encouraged them to move on are gone now. The same ones who spoke against you are watching your elevation in silence. Divine justice has shifted, and now, every word spoken against you is being rewritten in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Archangel Michael says, their tears are not punishment, they are purification. Heaven is cleansing their spirit through regret. They are being made to face what they ignored, your loyalty, your patience, your divine love. They are reliving every moment they took for granted. This time, they won't just say sorry. They will show it. Their soul will guide them to make things right. They will seek your forgiveness, not for closure, but because they finally understand your worth. Heaven is orchestrating this reunion with purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You have become their unfinished sentence, the chapter they can't stop rereading. They compare everyone to you, even when they try not to. No matter what they do, they keep circling back to your name. It's not obsession, it's recognition of soul truth. They once thought love was about possession, but you taught them love is about connection. You didn't beg them to stay, and that's what broke them. Your grace became their lesson. And now, heaven is preparing to restore what was divinely meant but prematurely lost. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They feel your absence like oxygen withdrawn from the room. It's not just emotional, it's spiritual. Every heartbeat feels heavier because you were their divine anchor. Without you, their life feels off balance, like a melody missing its harmony. They tried to fill the void with material things, but nothing fits. The universe has closed every door that leads away from you. Destiny is pulling them back, not to repeat the past, but to redeem it. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Archangel Michael says, your heart will feel this shift soon. You'll sense their energy, restless and aching, seeking your forgiveness. You might feel sudden warmth on your chest or see repeating signs like 222 or 555, confirmation that heaven is moving behind the scenes. They will try to approach you, not through pride, but humility. Their message will be sincere, almost trembling, because they know the weight of what they lost. You will see it in their eyes, the truth they ran from finally catching up. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. Do not rush to decide when this happens. Let peace be your guide. Heaven is not asking you to reopen old wounds, only to recognize that what was once broken has been healed by divine timing. You no longer need closure, because you already have understanding. You are not the same person they left. You have been reborn through pain, refined by fire, and crowned by light. Now you radiate a calm that intimidates their guilt and draws their soul closer. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. They know now that you were not just someone, you were the one. The connection was heaven approved, sealed in spiritual codes they tried to decode with logic. But logic fails where divinity begins. Their soul remembers what their mind denied. They will find their way back, even if it takes time. Because heaven never allows love this pure to vanish. What was built in truth can bend but never break. They are destined to return, not as who they were, but as who they were meant to become beside you. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Your story is not over. The separation was not an ending, it was an awakening. You both had to lose each other to find yourselves. And now that you have, the universe is aligning for reconciliation, not just with them, but with your own destiny. They will arrive with humility, and you will receive them with wisdom. Heaven will let you know the right moment through peace, through signs, through divine timing that feels unexplainably right. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. Archangel Michael says, hold your faith firm. Heaven has not forgotten the tears you cried or the promises whispered in your solitude. Everything is unfolding as written, not delayed, just divinely paced. What belongs to your heart cannot be stolen, only redirected until maturity meets destiny. So stand tall, my child. Your heart has proven its purity. And now, as heaven restores balance, your love story will transform from pain to purpose, from silence to song, from loss to everlasting peace. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. The one who tried to replace you now prays for your forgiveness. They see now that you were the miracle they begged heaven for, but were too blind to appreciate. Their soul is awake, and their spirit whispers your name even when their lips stay silent. When the moment arrives, you'll know. The air will feel lighter, your heart will sense the familiar pull, and destiny will take its rightful course. For love written by heaven never dies, it only waits for the perfect time to return home. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Their heart still belongs only to you. Every breath, every thought, every dream confirms it. They have learned that no distance, no distraction, and no replacement can separate souls tied by divine design. Heaven has declared your story not over, merely paused. So keep your light shining. Keep your peace unshaken. The time for revelation is closer than you think. Their confession is not far, and when it comes, it will heal more than your heart, it will prove heaven's promise true. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Archangel Michael says, remain calm in the coming days. The winds of destiny are shifting in your favor. You are not waiting in vain, you are waiting in divine alignment. What's approaching is not a repetition of pain, but a restoration of truth. Heaven is proud of how you held your heart with grace, how you stayed soft even when life tried to harden you. That softness is your strength, and soon, the world, including the one who left, will see it clearly. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. The chapter ahead carries reunion, redemption, and divine joy. You will witness heaven correct every injustice. The one who walked away will now walk toward you, carrying every truth they once denied. This is divine timing, not coincidence. Their heart still belongs only to you. It always did. It always will. And when you meet again, both of you will understand why heaven had to separate you first, to make the return unbreakable forever. Type Amen to get blessing 4040.